I'm going to give the shout out to Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. I apologize to you. I apologize to...
He's the second best in the world, isn't he?
Told you.
Wrong.
I apologize.
Yeah.
He is
the second best basketball player in the world.
The second best basketball player behind LeBron.
Kenny, and I...
Nope. Wrong again. Y'all gotta be kidding me, right? Anyways, man, y'all know who it is. OG the Beast here. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new. As always, if you think I'm speaking that nonsense, holla at me down in them comments, man. This is a suggestion video. So shout out to my cousin, Anthony Umenzunwa. Anthony Umenzunwa. Copy that. This is what he posted. Yeah, man. Kawhi's definitely overrated. Here's why. Drop my intro.
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
What is the definition of overrated? When something gets more appreciation than it actually is worthy of. As you guys saw from the videos in my intro, this definitely applies to Kawhi Leonard. Let's be honest. Kawhi is a good player, but he's not the guy most analysts think he is, right? He's not top 2. Hell, he's not even top 5 in my opinion. Let's be real talk. Leonard really just emerged as a top player in the league according to most back in 2016. He averaged 21, 6, and 2 that season, and Barkley, who went out on a limb and called him the second best player in the NBA. Here's my take on that assessment. You can be the best player in the league while averaging 21 points per game, but not while averaging 2 assists. You can also be the best player in the game averaging 2 assists, but not while averaging 21 points, if that makes any sense to y'all. Basically, if Kawhi want to be the best player or second best player while averaging 2 assists, he better average 30, and vice versa with the assists. That same season, Steph averaged 30 and 6. Westbrook averaged 23, 10 and 8. Harden averaged 29, 7 and 6. Durant averaged 28, 8 and 5. But Kawhi is the second best player in the world, right? Leonard has just been a good player in a great system. He never had to carry the burden of a LeBron James or other greats, where he's forced to be the playmaker for his team. He never was forced to make his teammates better. He was fortunate to be placed in a situation where he can kind of take his time to develop while still winning 60+ games and competing for a championship every single season. I'm sure Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan, also Greg Popovich, had a little bit to do with that, but we won't go there. Y'all remember back in the 2013 finals when this happened?
Just attack the basket. James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
What actually gets overshadowed is the fact that the Spurs had a 3-point lead, which actually should have been 4-point lead if Kawhi didn't miss a free throw prior to that Ray Allen shot. Spurs would lose in overtime and eventually lose the series in 7 games, with Kawhi only scoring 19 points in Game 7. But no one talks about that. Why though? Is it because Kawhi was quote-unquote still a baby? I don't know, but what I do know is that moment was overshadowed by Duncan not being in the game, allowing Bosh to grab that clutch rebound and kick it out to Ray Allen in the corner. Also, Ray Allen actually hitting the shot, when the game should have been over to begin with if Kawhi would have just knocked down his free throws. Not to mention he was an 82% free throw shooter that year as well. So that tells me he either A, shrunk in the moment, or B, he shrunk in the moment. Like that would have been LeBron that missed that free throw. He would have never heard the end of that. I want to address something that I'm not sure most people ever thought about. You want to know why they call Kawhi Leonard the best 2-way player in the league? Because he's not a superstar. Simple. When LeBron was in his prime, did they ever use the term 2-way player when referring to him? Nope. Why? Cause he's a superstar. What about Wade in his prime? What about Anthony Davis, whom of which is actually, in my opinion, the best 2-way player in this league right now? But they don't use that term directed at him. Why? Because he's a superstar. See, the media is confused. How's this player supposed to be the second best in the world, but they still calling him the best 2-way player in the world? If you don't believe my theory, why not think about the players that's usually referred to as the best or one of the best 2-way players in the league? Let's see, guys like Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, Bradley Beal, and a couple others, right? What do all of these players have in common? They're not superstars. That's just a thought, people. It's just a thought. And if you think I'm speaking that nonsense, holla at me down in them comments, man. See, the term 2-way is used to give players that are not quite superstars yet some sort of a title. I mean, usually they're primarily defensive defensive guys with a solid offensive game. So if Kawhi Leonard's supposed to be the second best player in the NBA, why not just call him one of the best players in the NBA or a superstar? Let's be clear though, I'm not calling Kawhi garbage. I'm not calling him weak either. I'm just saying he's overrated. He's easily a top 10 player when healthy. All I'm saying is he's not top 2. He's got a long way to go to be better than Steph, KD, Westbrook, Harden, and Ant Davis in my opinion. And also, he's got to get at least 5 assists per game with them numbers he put up in 2017 if he wants to have that label. Some of the greatest scorers of all time have at least averaged 5 assists on accident. Kobe, MJ, Bird, Wilt, they all did it. Maybe he has the potential to be a top 2 player in this league, but calling him that now is extremely premature. Averaging 2 assists is completely unacceptable if your goal is to be the best in the game. I'm bringing something to y'all attention that no one takes into consideration. Right? In 2014, Kawhi won Finals MVP. They say he shut down LeBron in that series, which is part of the reason why he won the prestigious award, right? but Bron averaged 28, 7, and 4 and shot 57% from the field during this series. So how did he shut him down again? Y'all want to know what Kawhi averaged in that series? 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. There go that 2 assists again. But on a more serious note though, 2 years later, there was a guy who averaged 16, 6, and 4 while shooting 52% from the field, who also won the Finals MVP. His name is Andre Iguodala. He also had to guard LeBron in the finals, but he held him to 39% shooting from the field in that series. Now, how do these numbers look so familiar, but yet they love to call Iggy the worst Finals MVP in the last 30 years? Hey, those are the numbers. Y'all take them how y'all want to take them. I'm just putting them out there. Last season, Kawhi missed about 9 games with a thigh bruise. A thigh bruise, y'all. Again, no one says anything about this whatsoever. What the hell would the world have said if LeBron missed the entire season because of a bruised thigh? Think about that for a second. That's why I'm not mad that Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili questioned the injury, especially since Parker suffered from a torn quad the year prior and returned way faster from the injury than Kawhi did, and he only had a bruise. Look, man, Leonard is now a Raptor. Yep, he won it out and Pop deported his ass. But we'll see how this goes next season. Everyone has Toronto being somewhere around the 1st or the 2nd seed in the East with the addition of Kawhi. Whole time, I think they're undermining the chemistry between Kalo and DeRozan. That's just my opinion though. Like I said, we'll see what happens. He won't be under Pop's system anymore. He will be the best player on his team. Let's see if he can prove me wrong and lead his team to some success while making other players around him better. That is key. Anyways though, that's all I got for you guys, man. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you love sports the way that I do. Also, let me know down in them comments who y'all feel the most overrated player in the NBA is. Thanks for watching. It's been a doozy, and as always, OG out.